It's 2006. You just bought the expansion for your favorite RTS, Dawn of War Dark Crusade, where you get to play with the spooky skeleton boys and the T'AU. In today's game of Solo Hammer 3rd edition, we will be playing these two armies. And this is a very interesting game today. For one, I barely know these two factions. I play them in Modern, but I don't really play them a lot in 3rd. I mean, the Necrons, kind of. T'AU? Nah, I have no idea how these play. But let's get started on who we have today. For the Necrons, we have a very simple 400... This is going to be 400 point per army. A little bit above 400 points because how things worked out. But it's a 10-man squad of warriors, a 3-man team of wraiths, and a lord. No one has upgrades in this because I couldn't afford it. As for the T'AU, I need to upgrade a few bit of them because of fluff-wise and because I couldn't get the 400 points if I didn't try it. So, first, we have our commander. He has the burst cannon, he has the plasma rifle, and missile pods. He's about 115 points. Then we have the gun drone squad. There are 8 of them, 12 points each. They have twin pulse combined at 96 points. We have the Pathfinder team. They are 106 points for 8 of them. They all have pulse carbines, I believe. And then the broadside battlesuit, who has the railgun, the smart missile system, and a shield generator for about 9 points. So the T'AU army is 407 points, and the Necron is 403. It's only about 4 points difference, but either way, let's play some Solo Hammer. Alright, red will be T'AU, blue will be Necrons. Alright, T'AU go first. So during the movement phase, we're basically just going to take those T'AU and move them from there to right about there. The gun drones are just going to move up like so. They have basically jetpacks and they kind of ignore terrain, so boop. The T'AU commander is going to also use his jump pack to get up there, and I'm just going to move him a little bit over, so he at least gets line of sight. Sadly, for the T'AU, they are mainly a shooting army, so they're not going to be charging out this turn. But then again, the Necrons are a very shooting army. The only thing they have for melee is going to be the raids. But that being said, none of them are actually in range yet. Sadly, the railgun is a heavy weapon, and firing it after moving is not very wise, so we're not going to fire it. The smart missile system is only 24-inch range, and it's still too far away to actually do any damage. And since that is said, we're going to move on to Necron's turn 1. And on Necron's turn 1, they're just going to do their simple little move up, followed by their lord, and finally the wraiths are going to move. And wraiths have an ability where they basically ignore physical properties of objects and just phase through them as they march their way towards the obvious target. So, Necrons are immediately going to take their gas flares, point it down the walkway, see a bunch of flying robots that aren't theirs, and start to unload. Okay, so it's 10 shots because they're not within rapid fire range, so it's going to be 3s because they have Bliska 4s. Not bad. The gas flares are strength 3, toughness... strength 4 against toughness 3, so 3s to wound. That's a lot of 2s and 1s. Alright, so the AP weapon is 5 against their 4-up save, so technically they do get to roll to see if they have a save. It has to just be higher than its... Oh. So 2 drones are just destroyed. And since we're too far to charge, we're just going to move on to T'AU turn 2. Because we can. And on T'AU turn 2, we're going to move a few units just enough to get to cover, but not enough to get killed. I moved up the drones to absorb some fire while the rest of them can get into position. And yes, I know the Pathfinder team do have an extra movement when they deploy. I forgot. I'm still getting used to it. I need to reread the book every now and again. The commander will hop down so he can get a better line of sight. And now we can start firing into the robot dudes. The gun drones will fire into the warriors. They have Bliss skill 2, so it's going to be hitting on 5s, but it's twin links, so it's rerolling. 5s to hit. when linked. That's 2 shots. Strength 5 against toughness 4, because even though it doesn't have a great ballistic skill, it's a tough weapon. So 3s to wound. Nice. Yeah, they get the normal 3-up save. It might be a good weapon. Doesn't mean it's going to be a great weapon. 3-up. Oh. Well, we'll see if they get back up in the morning. So the Pathfinder team is in too much cover to shoot through both foliage, a building, and to the Necron, so I'm not going to try to fire them. We're going to try the commander. The commander will fire his missile pods into the unit of, actually, it is 36 range. Let's try to go for the Lord. So the Shazo only has ballistic skill 5, so he's hitting on 2s. Nice. It's strength 7 against toughness 5, so 2s to wound. Nice. The Lord does get his normal 3-up save, so 3-up. And he's fine. The broadside will use his turn to fire his railgun into the Lord. It's only 1 shot, and he's only hitting on 4, so let's pray. Never mind. I really wish we were able to fire multiple weapons in 1 turn. Oh well. Back to Necron's turn, what, 3? No, it's turn 2. Time to move. Actually, no. Let's see if we can revive the dead. Alright, on a 4-up, they get back up. Oh. Wow, cat's eyes. 2 times in a row. That's not good. Alright, time to move the lads up. And they have moved. Alright, they're within rapid fire range. They're going to load all their shots into the bots. 16 shots from the Gauss flares into the drones, hitting on 3s. That is cocked. That's better. Alright, it's strength 4 against toughness 3s, auto wounding on 6s because of Gauss. So 3s to hit, 3s to wound. So one of them's already been destroyed, but we gotta figure out if the rest of them survive with 4-up. Okay, 1, 2 more die. And for some reason, when drones drop below 4 or get to 4 models in the unit, their leadership drops down to 4. So, yeah, they gotta take a leadership test now. So, since they've been reduced to below half, they've got 4 leadership less. It's also -1 because of that half, so it's 3. So, if I roll higher than a 3 on 2d6, they're gonna be running. Robots can run. And the drones are falling back. Not far. Okay, it's kind of far. Meanwhile, the Lord will fire his Staff of Light into the commander. 3 shots from the Lord into the commander, hitting on 3s. Really? I guess not then. In that case, we're just gonna move into the charge phase, or the assault phase. Charge phase. This isn't 10th edition. Anyway, we're only going to do 1 assault today, and that's going to be these raids into the commander. So the raids only need 5 inches to get into combat, so... Really? Wait, they're fast attack. Ah! I'm still... Move any of your units within 6 inches of an enemy into contact. Right. And they're within 6 inches, so... we ballin'. Alright. Who has the higher initiative? So, the raids have initiative 6, and the commander has initiative 3. And these things got 3 attacks each, +1 from the charge, +1 for having 2 weapons. This is not going to be pretty. Alright, so, the raids get 3 attacks each, +1 from the charge. They don't get +1 because they technically aren't dual-wielding weapons. At least it doesn't say that in their profile. So, that's still 12 attacks. Let's go 4 against weapons of 4, so 3s to hit. Alright. And then it's strength 6 against toughness 3, so that's 2s to wound. Yikes, that's a lot of wounds. Luckily, the commander does have a 3-up save, but he only has 4 wounds, so hope he doesn't die. 3-up. He takes 1, 2, he takes 2 wounds. Alright, he is going to attempt to slap back. He has 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Strength 3 against toughness 4, 5 stab wound because he's fighting in combat and T'AU shouldn't be, and getting nothing. And with that, Necron's turn 2 is over. And move on to T'AU turn 3. Okay, so first and first at the beginning of turn, I'm pretty sure these guys don't actually regroup, because the rules say, regrouping. A unit can attempt to regroup as long as it's over 50% of its starting strength. There's only 3 dudes left out of 8. They're not regrouping. They're gone. Although, is it all parameters or just one of the parameter? Because if it's just no enemies within 6 inches, in which case they don't fall back and disappear off the table. As long as there's at least 50%, yeah. Okay, so they're either gone. So we're not gonna bother with the movement phase because he's pinned in combat. They don't need to really move because they're in line of sight of them, and he doesn't move, period. So the Pathfinder team is gonna shoot their pulse carbines into the warriors. It's gonna be 9 shots hitting on 4. Maybe. Strength 5 against toughness 4, so 3's to wound. Really, a 2? And the warriors get their 3-up save. And they're fine. Actually, how do I want to do this? He's actually going to fire his smart missile system all the way to the Lord. And he doesn't need line of sight. He does need 4s, though. 4s to hit. Really? Strength 5 against toughness 5, so 4s. Nice. The Lord gets his 3-up save. Jesus Christ, that made a noise. That's cocked. Okay, so he takes 1 wound. Alright, and then we're going to go back to this mess of a combat. So the Wraiths still have the higher initiative, so it's going to be 9 attacks because they lost 1 because they didn't charge this turn. So it's going to be 9 hitting on 3s. That's a bit better. And then strength 6 against toughness 3, so 2's to wound. Actually, hold the phone. No. It's not toughness 3, it's toughness 4. For some reason, on the book, they decided to put the big commander of the thing as the ethereal and not as the commander in the battle suit. Which is actually toughness 4. But it still only wounds on 6s, so it's still taking some wounds. Alright, 3-up save for the commander. It takes another wound, but it does not die. It attacks back, hitting on 3s. 3s to wound. Oh, one takes a wound. The Wraiths do have a 3-up save. Alright, he's fine. And that ends T'AU turn 3. And we start Necron's turn 3. Which is just the boys moving up. Now that the warriors and the Lord have moved up, they're going to fire their Gauss arrows into the Pathfinder team. Alright, 16 shots, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. 3s to wound, auto wounding on 6s. That's a lot of 6s. Alright, the Blue Man group get a 4-up save. Ow. Oh, 3 more die. Alright, and now they have to take a leadership test because they've just got blown up during combat. So it's -1 because they're minus half what they used to be. So it's 7 minus 1, so 6. And they're fine. Wait. They're not fine. They have to roll lower than a 6. Alright, how far are they falling back? 10 inches. They're gunning it. Yeah, they're not happy. Which is a real shame because the Lord really wanted to shoot into them. But anyway, this mess, let's see if we can get that thing down. Alright, 9 attacks from the raids into the commander. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. Oh, yikes. How much is saved again? 3-up? 3-up save. And he's fine. Dear Lord. That is a tough little mech suit. I should paint these things to look like Gundams. Alright, he's gonna try to attack back, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Huh. The Wraith has 3-up save. And he's fine. So, at the end of Necron's turn 3, which is technically the end of the game, we have one unit destroyed completely. We have a unit running. A unit that hasn't even taken damage. And just a very strong lad. On a 4-up, we continue. Alright, let's do this. So just like we did with the drones before, technically they are not enough men to actually fall back and regroup, so they're just gone. In which case, the only thing remaining to actually do, because we don't move anymore, is just shoot with the railgun. So, I really wish the railgun was just more than one shot. Alright, hitting on 4s. And actually hit. And we're actually going for the Lord, so boom. It's also strength 10, AP 1, so he won't even get a save against this, so 2s to wound. Yeah. Ow. We're gonna move on to this combat. I was really hoping that the broadside would be able to... Well, he did what he could do. But if we're able to take him out, we're gonna have more points than he can produce. Okay. Alright, darn initiative. 3s to hit. Oh, well. 2s to wound. Really? Alright, 3-up save. And he's gone. And with that, T'AU turn 4, the Necrons won. Dude, Christ. That was devastating. We only lost 2 Necron warriors, and they lost everything but 1. And the broadside only has 2 wounds, so it wouldn't last have long anyway, so... it was brutal. That's just a straight Necron victory. Anyway, as usual, thank you for watching today's video. I did try at least. As usual, like, comment, sub, do all that YouTube pleasantries. And, yeah, tell me what I messed up. Because I thought I messed up when I thought that the commander only had toughness 4 against their strength of 6. Which it does. I thought it was 3, because I was like, oh wait, don't they get instant death? But no, that's not the case. That's not the case. But yeah. Thank you for watching. More videos will come. A lot more to discuss. But, yeah. Bye.